Hi there, this is Dr. with Rangers of Wrestling, and I'm joined today by my co-host, the Swerve Show, and we're going to be reviewing tonight's episode of Impact Wrestling. All right, so Impact started off with a match between Kira Hogan and Rosemary.
And if you're playing bingo at home, the car horn is not on the list. So
I think it is on the list. We play bingo on this channel, so keep an eye out for one of these things because it always happens. See, it's this car horn somewhere there.
So those of you who do it, there's actually noises that happen throughout her entire show. A cat meows, a dog barks, somebody kicks open the door. She gets raided every once and now and again. So if the police knock, that's a piece right there. So that's your Impact review with Dattila.
It started off. It started off with Kira Hogan versus Rosemary, which I thought was an okay match. Of course.
Yeah.
Rosemary does get the win over Kira Hogan. I feel like this is probably going to lead to Rosemary and Havoc versus Fire and Flavor at Slammiversary for the Impact. For the Knockouts Women titles.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Probably, I like that. I think they're gonna probably have Rosemary and Havoc win back the titles. If I'm not mistaken, they were the previous title holders, and Bunny from AEW was giving Rosemary a lot of praise. So either they want to give Rosemary a title or just give her more props to bring her over to Dynamite for that Forbidden Door. But I would like to see Havoc and Rosemary get the titles back. Fire and Desire, or whatever you want to call them, they're sort of running low on me right now, and it's just I think it's time for a title change to keep things up and popping.
Rosemary and Havoc were never knockouts champions. I think
who did they defeat the title? Who did they take the titles off of though? Then
Jordan and Grayson, Rachel Ellering.
My bad. That's how where my head is at. That's one thing I want to let you guys know with Impact, man. I watch Impact Wrestling a lot, but here and there I'll like miss spots. So it's just like I think that's the case with everybody who's a wrestling fan. Like we'll watch it, we'll know who the champion is, but we don't know how the storyline got there. We'll forget who the X Division champion is, but then when we see them, we're like, oh, but then how we got there. But for some reason I thought those two were the champions. But that even makes me want to double down even more. Havoc and Rosemary are going to win the tag team titles because, like you said, they never won them before.
Yeah, and then who knows? Maybe the Iconics might show up at Slammiversary.
Ooh, you're getting a little bit too ahead of yourself.
Well, we are only 23 days away from Slammiversary, so.
And they were one of the fans who had a Dynamite show, so are they going to be with Dynamite or are they going to be with Impact? Me personally, I'm like, whatever.
I personally like the Iconics. Okay, thank you very much. I was a huge fan of them. It's so sad when WWE switched them up. I think they're going to Impact.
I think they're going to Dynamite because her husband's over on Dynamite, the perfect 10, Sean Spears.
But let's move on. That's a conversation as we get closer.
No, it's a conversation for right now. Now go ahead.
Then we had Susan versus Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo dominated Susan in this match, honestly. She did. Yeah. She dominated her and ended up winning.
This is where I started tuning into the show. I was away for a second, and I heard that they're sort of getting over with that Susan gimmick. It was something like to sort of punish her in a way because she was botching a lot of maneuvers and whatnot, and almost injuring some of the lady talent on the roster. So this was sort of a punishment on the low. But I think she sort of garnered good hopes with management backstage, and this is their way of erasing her character. And like you said, she got destroyed by Deonna Purrazzo. You said Deonna Purrazzo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she got destroyed by her, and there was a nice little segment that happened afterwards, right?
I didn't catch the segment, so if you can fill me in on that segment,
it's one of the other ladies. I just call her Catwoman. I know they said she works in Dayton, Ohio, and she's a vet as well. And she's the blonde lady, and she's teamed up with Mom. And she was Deonna Purrazzo's right-hand girl that dresses up with her.
Kimberly?
Well, yeah, Kimberly. There you go. I should have just said Kimberly. I knew her name, and I'm going out of the box. Well, it looks like they're going to feud because she came in. They had to stare down. I think she was protecting Susan. And then Deonna Purrazzo pointed at both of them. Was just like, I'm tired of both of you. You're both losers. Kimberly, you're a straight loser. I don't want you anywhere near me. And she just walks out the ring.
So, wow.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay. That's interesting. Do you think Su Yung is going to come back or no?
Um, I think so. I don't know. I hope she could come back as a different character because we all know like she could do it up, she could change it up, and they have enough gothic emo wrestlers all over the place. So hopefully she comes back as something else. If not, then
Susie? Susie?
Sue. I was feeling that Susie character. That was pretty
Me
cool.
too. I like Susie. All right. Then after that, I didn't see this match in its entirety, but I did catch the middle to the end. We had Trey Miguel and Petey Williams versus Rohit Raju and Shira.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot who won this match. I caught the beginning of this, and Rajit and the big man that's with him is he's getting in great shape and whatnot, and I'm loving him, man. And Impact has a ton of tall guys. Jake something, the other guy with Violent by Design,
Joe
um,
Dorian.
Joe Doring, exactly. Madman Matt Fulton, Big Cos. The list goes on and on with the big guys they have there. It's awesome, but I tuned away with this. I'm assuming that Trey Young probably won because he's getting a little push on the
Trey
low.
Young. Whoa, I think Trey Young. I think you're getting your sports confused for a second there.
Trey Miguel. Um, I hate him in person in real life since I met him one time. I sort of veered off and was talking smack about him on Twitter, but maybe somebody in your chat room knows. I would assume that Trey Young and I mean Trey Miguel took the W.
Actually, I looked away for sex. I missed who won, but according, yeah, for sex, I was eating dinner during this match. Okay, that's why I missed the beginning.
Yeah.
But according to some sources online, it said that it was Rohit, Roju, and Shira that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm liking that. I'm liking that.
Me
They
too.
that push. And if you follow Rose, you know that he's been giving praise to Rajit Raju for a hot minute, and he had a tremendous X title run where rumors are even going around that NXT might hire him and whatnot. So props to them. I like that they're not a stereotypical Indian team and they're getting it in.
Yeah, me too. I really like Rohit grew on me.
Same here.
You know.
We got.
Oh, sorry.
Bingo. It's all good. We got people. We got.
Sorry about that.
And Rangers of Wrestling. That's you.
All right. So afterwards, we had Sam Bugle versus Jake something. Did you catch this match?
Yeah, I caught the whole entire match. Did you, by any chance?
Yes, I did. I caught it, and I think that they did a really good job. They're doing a really good job of building up Jake something.
And Beagle, the guy that he lost to, the guy that he defeated, actually.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't
They're
know,
doing it really.
Yeah, what Dattila's talking about, unless you want to inform on with the little storyline that's going on, that you're more than welcome to. Because I'm
with Sam Bugle?
Yeah.
So basically, for the last couple of weeks, he's been in a storyline with Brian Mayers, and he's trying to teach him the it's at the tip of my tongue. I just forgot. My mind went blank.
He's teaching him how to become a better wrestler by taking
notes
like you.
Yeah, they notes.
They watch the show.
Yes. Oh, I just. Yes, he's teaching him how to become a better wrestler by taking notes.
Yeah. Better entrance theme music, the way he walks, gear, stuff like that. And he looks like a little bit of a Joey Ryan and an old school wrestler in a way mixed up, and he's just throwing stuff at him for him to learn. And he has a little notepad where he's doing stuff throughout the thing. And I like it.
I think somebody stole my gimmick.
Right? And he takes the Eldo, unfortunately, and Brian Myers says, "Don't worry, don't blame anybody else." Sort of like a jab maybe at WWE. And he goes, "You gotta blame Jake something because he used the chair to defeat you, and go back." And he's creating his own wrestler, and I'm liking this gimmick, and hopefully he goes
Oh, the professional. It's like being a professional, right?
Like maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe. Yeah, so I really like that at the end. He was telling him, take notes.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, no, I'm really feeling where this is going. He's like taking him under his wing.
Yeah, Brian Myers, out of everybody that had he had a streak of losing, so it's sort of ironic that he's the one to teach him how to be a better wrestler.
Yeah, kind of like how you took me under your wing to teach me how to be a YouTuber. Yeah. All right. So next, wait, there's one, two, three, four, five. There's only five matches tonight on tonight's show.
There was a, and then I was that the next match they had. We had a little segment with Jordan Grace and Jazz
And
and
Rachel
Rachel
Airy.
Ellsworth.
Yeah, we did. Which, no disrespect to Jordan and Grace. I don't know if we have any Jordan and Grace fans here or not. I might get stoned or throw tomatoes
No.
after saying this.
Hmm.
You're like, no. But I kind of didn't like her acting in this segment. I felt like she was going like this too much. Like, she was trying to overact that um, angry emotion. What about you?
It came off sort of weird that she came off angry because we never seen her as that character on TV. But up on her Twitter account, she's all about that anger business. She's calling out kids that are 13 years old for saying that she looks sexy, and she comes off as a real, a C word on online. And a lot of people are discouraged by that, and that's why probably I don't believe WWE hired her. But now I think they're sort of playing into that role because that's the only thing that they need to do because everybody knows her true side. And she confronted her tag team partner, aka her former best friend, like Natalia from WWE, turned best friends a tag team. Then they break up. They're about to fight. But Jazz from ECW comes out because, hey, guess what? She was Jordan Grace's best friend, and they broke up to fight. And she's trying to be the middle lady in between both of this, saying, hey, y'all two need to be tag teams again because I know both of y'all some bad bees, and y'all need to come together. And Jordan walks out, and it looks like that's something that's going to happen. And,
It'll probably lead to Jordan and Grace versus Rachel Airing at what Slammiversary, you think?
Jordan, who do you say? Jordan Grace and Ellen? Say that again.
Rachel Airing?
Possibly, but then didn't what's her name come out? Tennille Dashwood.
Tennille Dashwood, yeah, she did.
And confronted her. So I could possibly see Tennille and maybe her manager, Colby, who works at Starbucks. And
Caleb with a K.
Caleb with a K being an intergender match because they don't care about the, SJW stuff. They'll get it in, but guy and girl fighting each other. And I think that's when Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellsworth become a tag team again, and they'll have that intergender match. And Jordan Grace will show why she's the big bad booty daddy. Sorry for talking too much, but I got it.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I didn't really like that segment, though. I'll be honest. Oh,
You did it?
I feel like she overdid her emotions.
Oh, for sure. She definitely did overdid her emotions big time.
It kind of killed it for me, honestly. I tuned out after
with her mannerisms and all. You know something, Rachel? I'm really tired of you. I was just like,
yeah, like she overreacted. All right. Anywho, there's a couple of things before we move on to the main event. It seems like Tommy Dreamer has been assigned as overseen as a consultant. And where's Rose at? Because Rose knows Tommy Dreamer always gotta be involved in everything.
Something, man, always.
Right. Oh, and get this. Apparently next week we have Team Don Callis versus Team Tommy Dreamer.
Yep. Do you know who people are though for the teams, or is it going to be a mystery?
I think it's Omega and the Good Brothers versus Moose, Chris Sabin, and Tommy Dreamer.
But it's not set in stone yet. It's just the obvious, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think they did announce it. I missed the official announcement.
Yeah.
But they said that was going to be that.
For those of you, what's up, Rory and Danny? For those of you who don't really watch Impact, it's that Don Callis. We all know Don Callis is with AEW, Kenny Omega. He's basically saying Tommy Dreamer of Impact Wrestling is an old guy. And we all know that Tommy Dreamer wants to fight Kenny Omega, but Tommy's too old. So as a favor for you, Tommy Dreamer, for being old, I'll let it be a three-man tag team so you can pick your team, and I'll pick my team, and we'll fight next week, or is it at Slammiversary, Dattila?
No, it's next week. How can it be a Slammiversary when Omega would be doing double duty?
That's when Impact Wrestling fans are. I don't know what Slammiversary is at. I know it's somewhere around this time. And then also talking about another random segment before we get into the main event, because it was long and it took the majority of the show, was a gambling scene with TJP, Willie Mack, the old school guys, and Rich Swann. Did you peep that up by any chance?
A little bit, but I didn't catch the full segment. They were at Swingers Palace.
Yeah, it's like a low budget casino backstage next to a bathroom stall. And
Yeah.
I guess one thing I could take away from this, and it's a positive thing, unfortunately, it's a negative. Rich Swann got brought down from that high main event pedestal of fighting Kenny Omega, defeating Moose, being a double champion, and it was just like, whoa, nobody asked for this. So they brought him down that totem pole, and now he's doing backstage segments with TJP, the boring guy from 205 Live, Faha Baha, who's a Yokozuna looking dude that does nothing on this show, and that's it, literally, yeah, that's it. Funny segment, too long to get into, but where's the X Division title? Does anybody have that? Where's that at?
Josh Alexander has it.
Okay.
Yes, and as I was gonna say, Slammiversary is Saturday, July 17th, and according to Impact, it's 23 days away.
Okay. Hmm. And speaking of Josh Alexander, he does interfere in the match later on tonight, right?
No, he interfered in the Trey Miguel PD Williams match because remember, Matt Fulton and Ace Austin's came out too.
Ah, yes, that was the big cluster that happened right there. Ace
Yeah,
Fulton and Madman Fulton.
yeah,
And I guess the next is the main event.
yes,
Match.
yes. It was Kojima and Eddie Edwards versus Violent by Design. I actually really liked this match. I thought it was a good match. I think it did its job in establishing Joe Dorian as a
Yeah.
monster, and which is something that Impact continues to do really well. Establish the big men as monsters.
Big time, big time. I'm liking it, man. They have a ton of big guys, at least 5. The amount of factions AEW has is the same amount as big guys Impact has. Good match. Violent by Design is awesome. For those of you who don't know, it's Eric Bischoff, that tall guy.
Bischoff.
Did I know? Did I say Eric Bischoff? Eric Young.
You said Eric Bischoff.
Eric Young, Trey Young, man. I got everybody up on this. And Rhino has taken a nice little turn for being a bad guy. I like this little twist in his character. Before I get into too much, what did you like about this match?
Like I said, I think this match showed a really good how Joe Dorian is a monster and
Yeah.
really good teamwork by Violent by Design.
Did you like his mannerisms in his face at the end?
I did like Kojima's peck dance though.
The peck? Is that the thing when he was doing that?
He was like doing something. I don't know. It was like, but he did. I thought that was funny. And then the chops, the chest chops.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is, man. I know if I said that on Twitter, man, I would have lost like 20 sub followers and whatnot because you're supposed to know every New Japan Pro wrestler.
I actually don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, so I had never heard of Kojima.
Oh, snap. Don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud. Shaq Daddy will go up on Twitter and tell everybody that you don't know that.
No, I'm keeping it real. I'd rather keep it real than lie. I don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, so I was never had heard of Kojima
Yeah, same
until
here,
he came
man.
to Impact.
And I guess him and Eddie Edwards is a bland freaking version of Tommy Dreamer. And if you could think of a bland version of Tommy Dreamer, that's my opinion. He teamed up with a bland version of some guy from New Japan Pro Wrestling, but they got it in. They were is entertaining. And like Dattila said, they got Joe Doring over. And that's the main thing right now. Get Violent by Design over, Eric Young, Rhino. Who's the other guy that's with them? He's pretty dope. Do you know his name?
Diener.
Coach. He had a hillbilly gimmick and he turned his character around. He looks pretty serious.
Daily Dances. Why is your camera so dim, Sir Show?
I'm at a strip club. I couldn't afford the $20 a month freaking upgrade on StreamYards that everybody's doing all of a sudden, man. I'm still in AOL 2.0 with the CD-ROM on the side.
It's funny because I'm usually the dim one, and I'm well lit. And now you are.
I'm well lit. Remember, nips over slips, baby. Who remembers that from Monday's show? Nips over.
Oh my god!
I'm dim and she's lit. Dim lit. That's our Impact review. Impact with dim lit. I'm dim and she's lit. Oh my god, Danny, man, see what you did, man. We talking about Impact Wrestling. You're supposed to follow us, man. I know Danny doesn't give a 2 cents about Impact Wrestling. He's
I
probably
know. He's probably out looking for Bigfoot.
that's better than Impact. That sometimes I bet, man. I see some of his videos, man. Bigfoot was taunting Danny in his video, his latest video. Did you see that? Bigfoot is teasing you, Danny. You better run out of there. That's one of the best storylines going on right now. Bigfoot versus Danny, man. And there's some footage on his channel where Bigfoot is taunting him. You gotta check it out, man.
Oh, look at this. He says, truthfully, sitting next to her, anyone would look bad.
Oh, damn. Where's my bat at? Eddie Edwards. I got a bat just in case anybody comes through the door. I just be like, this is my studio, a bat, and never mind. Anyways, let's go.
So over.
I don't know, man.
Overall, what would you rate tonight's show?
I thought it was a good show. That's why I would like to always rate it. But out of 1 to 10, being an Impact fan, I give it a high 7, a rose high 7.
A Montana Melter rating of a high 7.
Yep.
Well, normally I rate on a scale of 1 to 5, but I know you hate when I cut it down the middle.
Yep.
So I'm gonna rate on a scale of 1 to 10 and side with you on this one. I also give it a 7. So I've been a fan for nearly a year. It's funny because like I came on. Well, that came out wrong. I started watching Impact last year after Slammiversary, so I've been almost an Impact fan for a year, and I have to say it was quite the nice change from WWE. Honestly, it's not a nice change because when you compare this, well, I want to say like I know it's comparing apples to oranges, but Raw surprisingly was good this week. After weeks of bad Raws, Impact actually has a good show, and if they have a bad show, it's not like they're having a bad show every week.
It is a good little difference. It just has that stigma of it being still TNA with Dixie Carter and all the bad storylines. And if people just giving it a chance, you would at least know that it's better than Monday Night Raw. Way. Breaking news: Michael Myers is coming back with another movie.
Really?
Yeah, Brian Myers, Michael Myers. Yeah, it's called Halloween Kills, and there's a trailer out for it already. So he's back for the 900th time, and I'll watch it for the 900th time because Michael Myers is the shit.
And I'm gonna probably go watch Fast 9 in a couple weeks, 2 weeks maybe.
Oh snap!
But that's a different story. All right, so you got anything to plug or promote?
Tomorrow I might bring back my little crazy show with everything down.
With the bodega. The bodega?
I wish. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you like that. I try to mix it up, but just something where everybody can chill and talk about random things, about current events, history, news, and whatnot with wrestling fans. And I'll have phone lines open. Hopefully I could get everything settled in tonight with just cool little graphics. StreamYards will be open, chilling, drinking, and just having fun. Yeah, tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Are you not gonna do Surviving SmackDown for 30 minutes?
Survive? Nah. Maybe Surviving Dynamite. I don't know.
That's on Saturday, actually.
Oh, then might be Saturday. Just keep updated. Follow us on Twitter at The Tiller or Rangers of Wrestling or The Swerve Show.
Or The Swerve Show. All right. So for me, I do have quite a few things to promote. Actually, I know some of you guys have been with me from the beginning. You guys know that when I started my YouTube channel, it was to, show you guys my collection. I do my More Phenomenal Mondays, and my Slam and Saturdays. I'm going to bring that back within the next coming weeks. I do have a bunch of new stuff that I got. I just haven't had the time to film, but I do plan on filming and get back to the core of my channel. I started doing the reviews. Thanks for show for helping me with that.
You did good.
But definitely I do want to get back to the core of that. But I'm still going to be doing the reviews, though. So don't worry, people. I'm still going to be doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to inform everybody that I will get back to doing More Fun Mondays and Slam and Saturdays.
Heck yeah.
So keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks. And I do have a meet and greet scheduled for July. It's a Power Rangers meet and greet. So more on that later. And all right, well, that being said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. As First Show said, follow us on Twitter at The Swerve Show, at Datilla underscore at or at Rangers ROW. And we'll see you guys tomorrow after Friday Night SmackDown.
Mickey James!
Bye.
Bow, 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 bow. Got King around.